Hi again, guys. This is part two of my video to try to highlight some of the products you can get off of eBay in connection with the previous video by Brian when he put together a setup, audio and light setup for about $5,000. This is a budget setup, and I'm up to the speakers. And we're going to start off now with the speaker stands. Hope it makes sense. Right, to go with the speakers, we need some stands. Now, what I would say is if you're looking around and you find any of this equipment in your local shop, go and speak to them. There's a good chance you might get free stands, free speaker leads, or an overall package price. So this is an idea, just to give you an idea of the sort of products that you can buy at the price I'm going to show you at the end. So this is a little package put together. I don't think it's particularly cheap, but it's a nice little package of speaker stands, and they're quite nice ones. And you get your speaker leads and a bag with it. So there you go. Price wise, £56 plus a fiver, that's £61 for stands, bag and speaker leads. Now we're going to give you a quick option because I am running out of time. On the flight case, £69. This is a solid flight case. I've got one of these. It leaves you, if you put the amp in this, it'll leave you a 2U space, which you might be able to use for a crossover in the future, or anything else that you may want to stick in there. Right, you're going to need a flight case for your CD, mixer, etc. This is just a cheapy one I found on eBay, £49. So £59 delivered. It will take your CD and mixer. It is just a wooden one with the carpet covering. You can have a look round. Again, you might get a better deal at your local shop. Now here's the options I'm going to throw together. We've got to press the right button. Here we go. 15-inch active powered subwoofer. Similar to the one I've got. I know somebody who's actually got this model. It's a Rhino 15-inch active sub bass bin. One advantage of this one is it would get you out of trouble. If your amp did pack up, you can plug your two speakers into this and it will run your subwoofer and your two speakers. And it's telling you here that it will give you 250 watts each side on that. So you know, it's a nice little get out of jail card free option there. The subwoofer power is 1000 watts peak and 500 watts RMS, but it is very similar to what I've got, and I've got no complaints, to be honest with you. Ideal for weddings. It's not a high powered bass system, so you know, I'm not trying to say it is. Price wise, £349. But a nice sounding system, and I can vouch for that. Now, if you go for this, you don't need to go for a crossover because this has got a built-in crossover with it. But personally, I would. I took advice from Brian. I went and bought one of these, which is the BBE Max X2 two-way stereo crossover. It's about £100 delivered from the States, and they will deliver it because that's what I've done. You go from the mixer to the crossover, and from the crossover you will go to the amplifier that will go to your two Skytech speakers. They will pump out mid and top range, and you'll also go from this to your bass sub bass bin, whatever you want to call it, and this will split the signal, so all the bass signals going to the subwoofer, all the mid and tops are going to your satellite Skytech speakers, and please be advised, it does sound pretty cool. Ideal for your first basic setup. So this is a good option you've got in here. I'm going to give you a price with and without. So obviously we're looking at leads as well. In there you'll need LXR leads. What I've put together is a little Word document. Feel free to email me, contact me, I can send it to you. It will list a few of the leads that you'll need and pricing it off of here. Overall price, without the subwoofer and my brain's gone a bit crazy again, the BBE crossover, you're looking at £1,059.57. With the subwoofer, bearing in mind it's an active one, 1548.57. So start off, you've got your CD, your mixer, everything you need to produce the sound for your mobile system, 1548.57, and that would do you for most venues. Slightly more budget, £1,059.57. I hope that's helped. One thing we mustn't forget, guys, you must remember your multicoloured socks. They're £2. So guys, I hope that has been of help to you. I did mash it together a little bit this morning, so the editing wasn't perfect, but I hope it gave you an idea of what is available out there. The subject that really I want to reapproach is, did you notice when Brian put his together, the quality of the product for basically not that much more money? Now in the UK, you can get the JBL speakers, they're not that much more expensive to the speakers that I've put out, so if you had a bit more money, I'd recommend you go and get those. I've bought them now, but if you look across the range of all the products, they are that much more expensive in the UK in comparison, and gets up my nose a bit, and it's always seemed to have been that way. I think we're quite cheap on televisions here, and we're quite cheap on white goods, but for some reason the Pro Audio stays up there high. The lighting costs have definitely improved, and if you do those like for like in the States, there's not a lot of difference, but for some reason the audio isn't. But anyway, that's not for me to wonder why. We do live in the UK. Perhaps if you're going on holiday, it might be a good idea to buy it and bring it back, bearing in mind that you will have to change the voltage. Most are dual voltage now, but besides that, I hope it's of interest to you, and remember, practice and enjoy.